guys, I'm Sushmita from Missing Shoes and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be 30 random facts about me. I've seen a lot of YouTubers do this and I honestly wanted to do it a lot of times, but I don't know why I was just a little skeptical about it. But now here I am making this video and I'm super happy. So I actually wanted to do 25 facts, but then I couldn't narrow it down to 25, so I made it 30. And I really hope you guys enjoy this video. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. It would mean a lot to me. And if you're already subscribed, do hit on that bell icon so that you get notified every single time I upload a video. So without any further delay, let's get started. So the first thing is something that I think everyone should know about me. My pet name is Richa, and my entire family and all of my close friends and people who are close to me call me that. So my mom wanted to name me Richa, but she also wanted to go according to what the astrologer had told her. So when my Janam Kundli was made, there were few alphabets and Su was one of them. That's why I was named Sushmita, and that's why my pet name is Richa. But I really wish my real name was Richa because I like that a lot better. The next fact is something that a lot of you are gonna hate me for. I hate Nutella. I do not like it at all. I cannot ever have bread Nutella, biscuit Nutella, whatever Nutella. I just can't have Nutella. Like, I really love chocolate, but I don't know why. I just don't like Nutella. I'm okay with Nutella being a part of my dessert. Like, if I'm going to a restaurant ordering a dessert and Nutella is a part of it, that's okay, but I just don't like raw Nutella. It's not something for me at all. The third fact is something that most of my close people know about me. I cannot stand fake, two-faced people and people who are liars. I hate them the most. I don't know why. It's just the moment I find out that somebody is two-faced or somebody's fake, I instantly start hating them no matter how close I am to them or no matter how nice they are to me. If they're two-faced and fake, I just can't stand them. And at the same time, when somebody's completely honest, very themselves, very acceptable of who they are, I instantly start liking them because that is one of those qualities that attracts me to a person. Even, you know, in a very normal scenario, I would instantly like a person who's very genuine, who's very honest, and a person who's fake and two-faced instantly gets hate from me, and I can never ever like them. I have a major level of OCD. OCD as an obsessive compulsive disorder. Not to the point where I have the actual disorder, but I kind of think that I do because I get so irritated when my things are not the way that I want them to be. Like, for example, if I have a box of color pencils and it's arranged in a manner where there is a light blue pencil, a dark blue, a light green, dark green, and etc, etc, it has to be that way. You know, you can't put the dark first and then light and then the light of next color and the dark of the next color. I'll get pissed off, and if you do that, I'm going to kill you because it just irritates me. Small things like those, but it makes a lot of difference. Like in my wallet, if you open my wallet, all the notes will be arranged in a proper manner where all the Gandhi heads are on one side, and you know, it's just arranged for 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, 500s, 2000, like that's how I want it to be arranged. And every single thing around me has to be that way, otherwise I'm just going to get pissed off and I'm not going to like it and I'm immediately going to change it. The next fact is something that is a part of my previous fact. I'm very organized. That comes from my OCD nature, but I love planning. So I like planning my days in prior. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is already on my desk. It's written and stuck there, and I like planning my days, and that's how I like doing it. And every time I'm done with one activity or whatever I want to do, I strike it off on my list and it gives me a lot of satisfaction. My field is also such that requires this because when I'm doing photo shoots especially, I have to talk to photographers, fix up a certain day and time, and I also have to upload videos on Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. So because of that, I have to plan things in advance. But generally also with my life, I'm extremely planned. The next fact is again something like a continuation of the previous one. I am not the kind of a person who can really live in the moment. Like, as much as I would want to, I am not the person who does that. I always think about what's going to happen next, what's in future, and if I'm doing something right now and it turned out well, I'm going to be happy about it, but at the same time I'm going to be thinking about what's next. How can I take this a step further, or what am I going to do next? I'm not stable. I can't live in the moment. I always have to think about future and what's going to happen next or what I'm going to do next. I can never settle for less. It has to be perfect. It has to be the way I want it to be. It has to be, you know, every single detail has to be done right. Otherwise, I'm not going to settle for it. I'm going to keep working on it and keep doing it until it's the kind of perfect that I like. I have a weird obsession with smells. I always smell things. Like every time I go to a store, I smell the products. Every time I buy a new product, I smell it. No matter what it is, I smell it. Like, I know it sounds very weird, but smell says a lot to me. If my food smells good, I'm honestly gonna like it, even if it's not as amazing. If it smells good, I'm instantly gonna like it. And anything around me, when it smells good, I'm happy. I completely believe in aromatherapy. I think it really relaxes you. So the moment I enter my room from college, the first thing that I do is take my room freshener and spray it around, because when my room smells good, I'm instantly calm, happy, and that environment sort of relaxes me. So yeah, I love things around me smelling good, and I'm obsessed with smells. So the next thing is something kind of medical. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but my one eye is slightly smaller than my other one, and the smaller eye blinks more than the other one. Like, I know it sounds very weird, and I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but if you look at me properly, you will notice that one eye is slightly smaller than the other. The next fact is again something that most of my close people know about me. I'm a complete workaholic. I love working and I love my work. And my work is always my first priority. No matter how tired, frustrated, angry, sad, depressed I am, if I have work, I'm gonna wipe it all away, push it to the side, finish my work, and then continue to crying. Like, I'm not gonna give up on that. But yeah, I'm a complete workaholic, and my work is my life. It is the most important thing to me, and I will always put it first before anything else. So yeah, I'm a complete workaholic. I can't not work. I can't sit idle. I always have to do something. Otherwise, my mind is just gonna get frustrated and I'm not gonna be okay. So yeah, I love working and I'm always doing something or the other. I cannot sit idle. I am a very emotional person. Like, I am very, very emotional. I don't let things get to me very easily as much as I used to before, but I'm still an emotional person when it comes to a person who I'm close to. So when it's the general world, I do get hate, I do get negative comments, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my close relationships, my acquaintances, and people can affect me, and I am an emotional person, and I am kind of working on it, but I don't know, I just like being this way because I feel like I'm very expressive because of this, and I like expressing my emotions. I'm a lazy person, but very, very selectively. Like, I procrastinate, but very selectively. If it's my work, I'm not going to be lazy with it, I'm not going to procrastinate it. But if it's something like cleaning my room, cleaning my brushes, I don't know, organizing my makeup or cleaning up a drawer or things like those, I get so lazy and I procrastinate it for the longest of times. Like, there's this one drawer in my room that needs to be cleaned and I haven't cleaned it for the last 4 months. Like, I've been procrastinating it. So yeah, I'm lazy, but very, very selectively. The next fact is a no shocker. My favorite color is pink. I love pink. I live for pink. You can bury me in pink. You can burn me in pink. Do whatever, but do it in pink. And the next fact, I don't know how to put it into nicer words, but I'm just gonna say it. I hate reading. Like, I can't read. Reading is not at all my thing. Like, the idea of holding a fat novel with those nerd glasses and being all, pretty and sexy and reading a book sounds very fascinating, and I would love to be that, but I can't. The only reason why I hated theory and theory exams is because I had to read so much. I don't mind putting in efforts, putting in the work, staying up and studying. I don't have an issue with that, but I just don't like reading. So if it's an exam where I have to learn a lot of theory, I always go to, the class topper and the person who studies the most, and they will just say it to me and I can listen it and I can remember, but I can't read it myself because I just hate reading. The next thing is again something medical. If you notice my nails, there is a black layer onto it. My nails have this weird black tint, which a lot of people think is nail polish at times, but guys, I would never apply nail polish like this. I have, black tinted nails. It is because of some deficiency, but I don't know what. But yeah, that's how my nails are. As much as I love antique, vintagey stuff, I also love modern contemporary things. Like, I just can't pick between the two. If I have to ever redo my house or redo my room, I'm gonna have the toughest time because I love, those old chairs, old houses, antique stuff. But at the same time, I'm a huge fan of modern contemporary houses, chic places, neatly made places. And I would never be able to pick between the two, and I equally love both. My favorite show is Friends and Grey's Anatomy. Like, I can't pick between the two. For a lot of people, Friends is like a go-to, but for me, both the shows are. Friends makes me very happy. It's a very feel-good show and I'm always in a happy mood once I see it. Grey's Anatomy is something that has this weird drawing power. So no matter what my mood is, when I'm watching Grey's, I'm so into the show, I'm so involved that whatever I'm dealing with, even if I have any problems, it just doesn't feel as bad because I'm so into the show and I'm just really involved. So both the shows are my favorite for all time and I can't pick between the two. I live in a joint family with 16 people. So I have 4 cousins, 1 older brother who's my own brother. I have 3 nieces, 1 nephew. I live with my uncle and aunt and my parents. So yeah, we're 16 of us and it's a huge place. I've always lived in a joint family and I don't know what it's like to be home alone or to live just with your parents, to live in a nuclear family, and it's just a very weird idea for me. The most adventurous thing that I've done is scuba diving. So I went to Bangkok like 5 years back. I went last year also, but I went first 5 years back and I went scuba diving and it was one of the bestest experiences ever. It was so surreal. Like after watching Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, I was like, shit, I have to scuba dive. And I think around the same time I did, and it was just an amazing experience. So the next fact might make me sound a little dumb, but I am horrible at spellings. Like if autocorrect did not exist, all of my followers and the people I text would think that I'm stupid and dumb because my spellings are so bad. Like if I would score 80 out of 100 on a paper, I would lose 10 marks only because of my horrible spellings. And after a point, my teachers would be like, Sushmita, we can't help you if you're not going to spell the word right. We have to put a anda there because my spellings are so horrible. Earlier, I think 4 or 5 years back, I used to be very scared about being judged. I would always be worried about what people are thinking about me. And I don't know why I always thought that people held a bad opinion about me. But after a point, after I grew up, especially after I started blogging, I just don't give a shit. Like, I always want comments and feedback from people, but I don't care about being judged. I am the way I am. I'm very self-acceptant. I know how I am. And I know that I'm not perfect. I have 100 flaws, but I'm okay with it because that's how I am and I accept myself with every single flaw that I have. So I'm very self-sufficient. I really don't give a shit if people are judging me. I'm happy and I'm very content with the way I am. And if I ever want to change something about me, it will be for me and not because, people are asking me to. Again, something that would make you guys think I'm stupid or dumb, but I hate maths. I completely hate maths. So on my 12th standard boards, I taken commerce and I scored a centum, like 200 out of 200 in economics, accounts and commerce. Like all 3 of the subjects I scored 200 on 200 and I lost my centum in maths. Like that's how terrible I am. Like imagine guys, maths is the only subject where people easily score centum, and I scored centum in bloody economics and I didn't score a centum in maths and my heart broke, but I was very happy about the other centum, so it's okay. But yeah, that's how bad I am at maths and I hate numbers. Like I just hate numbers. My sun sign is Capricorn. I'm a true Capricorn. Every single thing that they write about Capricorns, that's how I am. And my birthday is on December 26th. I am extremely disgusted by insects. Like I cannot stand insects, especially cockroaches and lizards. Oh my god, they creep the shit out of me. Like I'm not scared of them. I don't find them scary, but I find them so sick and disgusting that I want to puke and I just don't want to be around them. And when I watch these videos or things on TV where people are eating insects, I just get so disgusted and I want to puke. Before I started vlogging and started my channel, I was extremely scared. Like I was so scared that I can't tell you guys. And initially I was like, okay, let me do a photo shoot and see where this goes. And if it turns out well, then I'm going to start my vlog. Like that's how scared I was. Even with my first video, I shot it 13 times. And the 14th time is the one that I've actually uploaded because that's how scared I was and that's how skeptical I was about myself. And I was, as I mentioned, I was very scared about being judged. I was extremely doubtful about my blog, but now I'm very confident about my blog and as well as about myself. So initially, like when I was younger, I wanted to be a doctor. And after my 10th boards, when I had to fill in that form where I had to pick, I had the biggest plans of taking on to biology because I really wanted to be a doctor. But then I changed my mind and took up commerce. And even after taking up commerce, although I was always inclined towards fashion, I thought I would get into, business and start up a business and, probably do an MBA and first a BBA and stuff. But when I reached my 12th standard, I realized that, no, fashion is my calling and that's something that I wanted to do. I used to be really thin. Like, if you look back to my old pictures, I was, I think, 10-15 kilos lighter than what I am right now. I used to wear extra small, and that's because I was a dancer. I used to be a professional dancer, and until my 12th standard, I danced every day for 3 to 4 hours. I was also the captain of my volleyball team for my school, and we went to the district level. So I was always very active, jumping around, running around, and I danced a lot. So I was always very thin. And after coming to college, I completely stopped dancing, and all of my activities basically got shut. So yeah, that's when I started putting on weight. I was super pampered as a child. Like, honestly, I still am. But when I was younger, I was so pampered. So until I was 12 years old, I was the youngest one in the house. And after that is when my cousin had a baby. But yeah, until I was 12, I was the youngest one. And everybody treated me as a kid. And I was always, whenever I used to do something stupid, and all of my mischiefs used to always be ignored because I was the youngest. And they were like, bachchi hai, chhod do. So, I was always treated as a child, and I loved it. And still, my dad especially pampers me so much. Like, if it were up to him, he would make me the princess of the world, because that's how much he pampers me, and I love it. I was a complete tomboy till I was in my 10th standard. Like, my body language, the way I spoke, my slang, the words that I used, and basically the way that I existed was very much like a tomboy. My body language was not right. I wasn't very feminine. I'm still not the most feminine girl you'd meet, but yeah, I was extremely tomboyish when I was younger. Like, till my 10th standard, I was a complete tomboy. Like, I always loved makeup and loved dressing up, but just my body language, the way I was, the way I spoke and all, was very tomboyish. The last but definitely the most important thing that everyone should know about me, that I have major trust issues. I can't trust anybody easily. I take a lot of time to completely trust somebody, but when I trust them, that means that they're really close to me and they really mean a lot to me. But yeah, I take a lot of time to trust someone, and it's very difficult for me to trust anybody. And they're like, I can just count the number of people I trust, and that's how, less I trust people, and that's how difficult it is for me to trust people. So that's it for this video, guys. I really hope you guys liked it, and if you want me to do more such videos, don't forget to comment down below and let me know. So if you like this video, do give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, the link is down below. All of my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter links are given in the bottom bar, so do follow me, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.